All right, welcome back to Ginger's Garage. Today we're gonna be back on the 66 Belvedere, and we ordered some subframe connectors and strengthening kit from AMD. This is the Level 2 kit. It comes with the subframe connectors, the radiator core support brace, and some other braces that go onto torque boxes and stuff like that. And they need to be trimmed up a little bit and made sure they fit the bottom of the car. We also are going to clean the bottom of the car off and remove all the paint where they're going. We're going to paint the inside of these before we put them on. And then I've got some internal frame paint that I'm going to order and paint the inside of the frame as well. So we'll get this car up in the air and get it off the little dolly I made for it, and start marking this stuff out and getting it ready to go on. So enjoy, hope you like it. Okay, so we're just going to fit the driver's side now. I'm just going to look at the way it contours with the new floor pan and see if there's anything that needs trimmed on it so it fits tight so we can get it welded in. This is for, you know, several different years, so it doesn't mean it's going to fit exactly to the bottom of the car, but it's going to be close enough we can make it stay forever. So yes, we're on our chairs because even with the lift all the way up, it's too short for us, and it makes it kind of hard to work around under the lift. So I've had people give me a hard time for rolling around on my chairs. Oh, that actually fits pretty nice. There's a tab here that we got to pull off on this side. So it's a little loose on this side, but there's a tab we can cut off. This little tab here. Oh, yeah. It's hitting the body. So if you want to come around here, you can see. It slides over the rear frame rail, and it's going to go right up against the seat brackets, so that's going to be a nice spot. And then I may take another brace and brace this frame in up here in the front too. Right up in here, I may brace this. But yeah, I like it.
Sits in there pretty nice.
It's pretty close. Yeah. It needs that tab taken off.
Right there.
And then on this side over here, it needs a tick pulled out. Pretty close. Okay, so it needed to come forward a little bit, and the little ear that sticks down into the car on the new pan stuck back a little further. So we'll just trim this spot a little bit, and then it needs a little trim here, and it'll slide forward, and we'll see how it fits. Definitely still hitting somewhere. Oh, okay.
I mean, that's all the way now.
It's getting closer.
Oh, we didn't trim this.
Yeah, but it needs to go forward still.
Oh, yeah.
It's hitting right there. So we got to trim that notch back right there a little bit.
Okay.
It's all the way forward.
Yeah. Man. Nice and snug.
Yeah, see, all this needs to be trimmed out a little bit here. So it would probably work just fine where it's at, but we're definitely gonna make it tighter.
Yeah.
All right, we're far enough forward there. It definitely needs more
on that side
there.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, I think the inside right here, we got to trim it out a little bit because it drops down.
Yeah.
And then
Right here too.
yeah. And then it'll slap on in. And then we got to get right here too a little bit.
Right here a little bit. Got the driver's side all cleaned up. And the inside of the subframe connectors painted. So I'm going to throw it up on here and get ready, get the stand on it and get ready to start welding it in. The other side I've got started. I've trimmed it and painted it, but I haven't cleaned up the underneath of the car yet. I got the shift tunnel all cleaned up. So it turned out really nice. I'm gonna put a little plate in here where I trim the frame, and then I'll seam seal all inside of on the top of it. So it'll all get seam sealed, but it looks really nice. So get this subframe connector in here, start getting it welded in. Subframe connectors are tacked in place, and there's some gaps that I'm not completely excited about, but it's not that big of a deal. So this frame isn't going to be sealed off anyway. I am going to seam seal the top edge, and I'll also just put some tacks in here to help strengthen up the floor. It'll also help keep some of the tinniness down, and fully weld the ends in, and then I'll make the pieces up here that I want to box the front of this frame in here. So that's what I'm working on. Get this welded in and then move on. Okay, so I got subframe connectors are fully welded in, and I got the supports going forward in. Now I still have to do a flat plate under here to tie it all together. This is a 2x4 that I cut at an angle on both sides, and I'll tie in the bottoms and triangulate all of this and tie it right into the subframe connectors, and then I'll re-drill these holes So now we're gonna move to the, those are for the, those are for the shock towers. And I'll cut off this piece. I don't need this piece because mine still has one on it. So this will go right up in there behind the shock tower and tie it all into the body and make that quite a bit stronger. And then I've got these braces that go from the frame to like this. Then they tie in the outside of the car a little bit better and strengthen it up. These are the rear ones. They're all from AMD, and these will slide in front of where the springs used to locate and tie in. So we're gonna work on getting that stuff in now. Along with having the subframe connectors welded in, I also got these little braces up here that I just finished. They are just 2x4 that I cut and laid in. This is all gonna get plated with a big piece of, I think I got 11 gauge over here to plate it in. And that'll triangulate the frame. And then I've got the braces that go in the side out here. They'll go here and in front of the spring mounts, and that'll tie the body in better. And back here, I've got marked out where I'm gonna cut the wheel tubs out. So I'm gonna cut straight here, all the way to the frame and around. And then I'm gonna cut right up the middle here. Boys are out here, they're changing the engine today. So they got their own little project, so it'll just be me working on it today. Okay, so I got one of the plates cut out, just out of a piece of 1/8 inch I had laying over here. Yeah, it's rusty, but it's fine, I'll get it cleaned up. Got one of them welded in already. There we go. See how nice that cleaned up that corner. And I still have to drill a hole right here. But I'll get the other one cleaned up, welded up on the other side. And then I'll put the little outriggers support in here, which also will weld into the frame back here. And that'll strengthen that up a lot. And then I think I'm gonna put some tow hooks on the front of this car, so when it does get loaded up on the trailer, it'll be easier to tie down and we're not pulling on as many suspension components. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up now and get it on the car. Got the plates installed. The outriggers are now installed in the front, right here and right here. Plate here. So front's done. Now the rears fit in here, right here and on the other side to match. So here's one of the rear outriggers. And it's gonna go right up in front of the original leaf spring mount. Just like that. There we go. Sits in there nice. A little bit of a gap on the front, on the back edge right here, I guess. Not horrible. So I gotta clean the paint off of both sides and start getting these tacked in place. All right, the driver's side rear torque box is all welded in. And I've got the passenger side one here. I've already got it cleaned up. And it just slides right in there like that. And I'll need to massage a little bit on this edge here, but it's not horrible. So I'm gonna get it tacked in place and start welding it in. So unfortunately, we lost a little bit of footage on this video. It's been a few months. We had to push it aside to do some other stuff, but we have made progress on it. We got the upper shock mount braces in on both sides, the radiator core support brace, and all the torque boxes are welded in really well. Cleaned up a lot of the welds on the firewall and stuff like that. But I just finished today is the transmission for it. Hemi 4-speed. So Hemi 4-speed's just freshened up. All new synchros, all new bearings and seals. So that's ready to go in. The engine's coming together. I'm gonna show you that later. We're just gonna put a stock engine in it for now, and then we'll build an engine for it for later. But I wanted to get the 4-speed built and built right for the first, the first install of it. Everything's coming along really well. We are still gonna do a 4-link in this car, and I'm gonna do a mini tub. So that's what I'm gonna be working on next, is a 4-link and mini tub. I really appreciate everybody watching. It really helps us out a lot. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good day.